everyone, Big Sean here. Well, Notre Dame fans, what can I say? We did exactly what the shirt says. Rise and strike. That's what Notre Dame did on Saturday. I couldn't have been more impressed with them, and as you can tell in my last video, I was there to see it. But just, what an amazing day. Jimmy Clausen, 15 of 18, 315 yards and 4 touchdowns. Michael Floyd, 4 catches, 189 yards. Wow. What can I say other than wow? And not to mention 3 touchdowns. And 2 of those touchdowns, one going for 70 yards, and then one going for 88 yards. And what really impressed me was on the 88-yard touchdown catch, jumps up to make the catch, and then an amazing job on Michael Floyd's part to get away from the defender and go the distance. And I was just impressed with Notre Dame both sides of the ball. One thing I got to point out, commentator Mark May. Well, first off, as all of us Notre Dame fans know, he's a big-time douchebag anyway. But I remember in his prediction, not only did he say Nevada was going to beat us, but he also said, and I quote, Notre Dame cannot run the football, unquote. Well, looking at some of these stats here, I'd see it otherwise. Armando Allen, 15 carries, 72 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jonas Gray, 9 carries for 50 yards. Robert Hughes in limited action. See, he had to sit out the first half because of the suspension after the USC incident. 6 carries for 20 yards. And then Theo Riddick, the freshman, 5 carries for about 20 yards. So, there's a few more that I'm forgetting, but those are the main ones that stick out to me. But, now granted, we did not have a 100-yard rusher in there, and only 1 touchdown on the run, but still, we proved that we are a team that can run the ball. And I know it's only the first game, but I do see the Irish running game getting a lot better. Now, some other things to highlight on are the freshmen that I saw in action. Of course, the big standout being linebacker Manti Te'o. I mean, he saw some action in the second half, limited action, but from what I saw, the guy hits like a Mack truck coming at you. And let me tell you one thing, that kid can run and tackle, that's for sure. I mean, just wow. I see him, in the weeks to follow, I see him getting a lot more playing time, and the guy's just like wine. He ages with time, so look for him in the future. And as I mentioned earlier, Theo Riddick, and on offense he had 5 carries for 20 yards, which is even in limited action that's not bad, because still he averaged 4 yards a carry. And as a coach, I'm sure every coach loves to see those kind of numbers. And aside from offense, he also had a couple of really nice returns, which set us up for some great scoring drives. And also to give credit where credit is due, to go along with Michael Floyd, Golden Tate. I mean, he didn't have a touchdown, but still, he had 3 catches for 59 yards. And even though there were no touchdowns there, he still had that one amazing catch that he challenged, and it was ruled a catch. He set up a couple of scoring drives, so good job to Golden Tate, and also to Kyle Rudolph. 4 catches for 30 yards and 1 touchdown. I mean, honestly, I would have loved to have seen more yards out of Rudolph, but hey, you know what? You take what you get, and still, Kyle Rudolph had a great day. And overall, the Notre Dame defense played really well. Really well. I mean, in my preview video, or prediction video, excuse me, I said Notre Dame was going to win 35-17. Well, I got the 35 part right, but I was wrong on the 17. And I'll tell you one thing, I am happy to be wrong on that. They proved me wrong, and hell, maybe I didn't give them enough credit, but still, they played great, and just to see a shutout was wonderful. I mean, overall, the whole team played great, and a couple of mistakes that I did see Notre Dame make was on the defense. I mean, hey, I'm not going to knock them too hard because they held their ground and did a great job. But one problem that I did see was not wrapping up the ball carrier on a few occasions. You know, you have to wrap up the ball carrier and finish the play. And I know there was one play where Sergio Brown came diving in to get a sack, and you know, everyone's saying, "Oh yeah, obvious sack," but no, he didn't finish the play, and Colin Kaepernick was able to rush for 17 yards or something like that. So, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to rip on the defense or nothing, but those are mistakes that you can't make as we get into the tougher part of our schedule here. Another problem I saw was not plugging up the holes. Nevada's halfback, Vaitawa, 18 carries, 114 yards. I mean, that's too many yards. That's too many yards. You got to plug up the holes and, you know, stop him dead in his tracks. And that's one thing that the Notre Dame defense has to improve on. But, you know, hey, I can't be too hard on them. We did get the shutout. And I understand that it's the first game, and you know, every team, you know, you're going to have some rust yet to, you know, shake off, and you know. But anyway, on to next week. We go play Michigan at the Big House. Now I'm going to break down that game a little bit. Michigan is coming off a 31-7 win over Western Michigan, and the top performers in that game our quarterback Tate Forcier, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, who was 13 of 20 passing for 179 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then running back Denard Robinson, 11 carries for 74 yards and 1 touchdown. Well, let me break it down as simply as I can. Michigan is obviously not Nevada. They're going to be a tougher test for us, and they have a tougher defense. But at the same time, Notre Dame is not Western Michigan. I mean, obviously, Jimmy Clausen and Michael Floyd, that alone right there against Nevada, they prove that Notre Dame has the goods to get the job done and to do some great things this season. And with Michigan, on the other hand, granted, you know, they had a 3-9 season last year, and they're still getting used to Rich Rodriguez's game plan, and you know, they're coming off a little scandal about practicing or something like that. But still, nonetheless, the Big House is no easy place to go in and play. But you know, Notre Dame's beaten them there before, and that's exactly what I see happening this week. Now, if Notre Dame continues to do what they did against Nevada, I see Clausen having another field day in the air, and my final score prediction for Notre Dame versus Notre Dame versus Michigan. Final score: Notre Dame 28, Michigan 14. That's my prediction. Notre Dame wins it by 14. So, with that being said, this is Big Sean. Go Irish.